What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we got a really special video and we're going to be talking about crypto. Second video in a row talking about crypto because we've been getting so many questions about crypto. And today's topic is going to be Bitcoin. It's going to be all the altcoins. Yes, we're going to talk about SafeMoon, Shiba, and all the coins you love. Psych, I'm not talking about any of those garbage coins. Stop asking me. Every single day I get a million messages. What do you think about SafeMoon, Shiba, and all these other BS coins? I don't like them. I'm not gonna trade them, and you shouldn't either, because 90% of those coins are all gonna disappear. So we're gonna talk about altcoins, but we're gonna talk about the important players in the altcoins, which are Ethereum. We're going to be talking about Dogecoin. I'll talk about Dogecoin today because I do think it's a pretty big coin, so I think it has some validity to talk about it. We're going to talk about Ripple, and we're going to talk about all the other large coins, and I'm going to be sharing some thoughts on Bitcoin and the current price level that we've been talking about. So if you like this video, if you want to see more videos like this, if you're enjoying the community, make sure to smash the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment. You know, I always read all the comments, and that's what inspires me, you guys' comments, to make the next videos. Because hey, I want to make videos that people want to watch, you know, on topics that I like. So if you guys all want to see a certain type of topic, then I'll make it, unless it's about Shiba coin, because I'm not going to talk about Shiba coin, and you shouldn't worry about that coin. Fix my light real quick. So also another huge thing, I got this right here. So what is this? This is one of those little pens that I get to draw on the charts. I get to pretend like I'm actually drawing, and I'm hyped up for this. You know, I finally get to use it for a video. I just recently got it, you know, and we're gonna be wilding out on those. Now let's talk about the first coin, and that is Ethereum, of course. What do we notice of Ethereum? First of all, we got this huge head and shoulder pattern here, and this was the uptrending trend line of this head and shoulder pattern. You can move it around like a little bit like this. And as you guys can see, it fell through the trend line, and you know, it was bearish for the most part. But as a strong but, we saw this strong double bottom pattern here. You guys can see double bottom are on the same level, 1720s. You know, a little bit more on the other place, but you know, we're talking about like a $15 difference. And we saw a bounce, and we saw back up this strong support level, this 1842. This is a level that I really didn't want to see us lose, which we had bounced on previously. Once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. But if you guys remember, the more we test the support level, the more likely it's gonna fail. So now we bounced back above. We found some resistance on the 200 EMA. But the main things that I want to see from Ethereum is get back above the trend line before we're very strong bullish. Until we get above this trend line, it's still looking a little grim. But I think for the short term, I've been trading a lot of my Ethereum into Bitcoin, because I think Bitcoin in the current state has a lot more strength and there's a lot more upside, and we're seeing a lot of money move from altcoins to Bitcoin. If we go to the Bitcoin chart, and we noticed from our last analysis from the last video, which I hope you watched, that we got rejected. Right, love us if we're gonna get rejected. We came down. We tested the bottom of the other channel, and you know, we bounced on it, and we're still trading in this kind of area that we've been kind of waiting on to get out of. We keep trading in this area until we get a break, strong break below, above or below with a retest. I don't think we're going anywhere. But we can see that Bitcoin's at 35,000. Wow, that's such a big jump. We went from within a day to under 28,000 almost to 35,000 already. Well, Ethereum is struggling behind. That is why I think on the short term we're gonna see Bitcoin being stronger than Ethereum. So I'm being very light with my Ethereum positioning. Next, I want to talk about one of my favorite projects for crypto, and it is the VeChain. So VeChain, first of all, foremost, we notice on the larger time frame, this huge, let me get to my little drawing tool. So we see this first huge double top pattern right here, and this double top kind of led us to this downfall that eventually happened. We saw this double top and head and shoulder pattern really be relevant with almost every crypto that we saw out there, including Bitcoin. But guys, this is when you want to buy on these dips here, these huge dips. This is when you want to buy. So you get these dips, and now are the areas that you're trying to look to buy. You don't look to add levels on your long-term investing on tops like this. Like who's buying long-term investing on a candle so big? What do you guys think it was gonna happen? All right, like you don't long-term invest on coins that are going parabolic. Sure, you day trade them, you short-term swing trade them, sure, whatever. You know, like for example, you trade this flag breakout here, boom, you're making a lot of money. But now is the time that we gotta look at the levels we want to dip buy. You know, the more we fall through, the more we're going to look at different levels to dip by, and this is why I have these other levels drawn right here. So we've landed on the support, and we actually bounced on. We almost got like a kind of a double bottom almost, but we'll call it more a support around this 0.59 or 0.06 area, let's be honest, before above this consolidation, before we had this first big move, which we really do not want to fall under this consolidation. If we fall longer, my next buy level will be this next support level, which is 0.036. And I'm talking about someone long-term investing, because I believe in this project, guys. If you remember this, if you don't believe in these projects, do not invest in them. Day trade them, swing trade them, but do not worry about this video. Go on to the next video, because you shouldn't be you shouldn't be stressed out if you can't dollar cost average into projects you believe in. So those are my next two levels right here. These two green lines. These are the next support levels that I plan to buy. Of course, we got that first jump here, and the next, if you're in it and you're looking for a profit level, it will be above this area right here, which is about the 0.096 area. And I really want to see above the 0. Get us to 10 cents. Get us to 10 cents, and I think we'll be looking strong again. VeChain, definitely a project I'm excited for on the long term, so that's why I wanted to cover it. Now let's talk about Ripple. Ripple is another project that people either you hate or you love. So where you standing at, it's on you, but we're still going to talk about it because there's a lot of people that really like it. So Ripple, similar with other ones, we actually got this massive double top here. You could even call it a triple top if you add this here, but you could definitely see how we had a double bottom pattern, and the whole thing with the investigations, SEC, getting in trouble with SEC, of course, led this big huge drop that was almost trading up to almost $2. Founders is certain $2, and now it's trading all the way down to 0.63. But it's fighting, it's trying to fight, guys. And for me, for Ripple, is not a buy until the 50 cents. Frankly, with you guys, I'm not looking to add any more to my positions on Ripple. Of course, just a reminder, we bounced on 50 cents around this level, and I'm not looking to buy any more until we get above 50 cents. And if I ever fall under that, next level I'm looking at is about going to be at the quarter. Because you can understand that stock trade and support not stocks, I'm so used to saying stocks, but cryptos trade on support and resistance, just like most equities do. And these are levels right here, guys. These are the levels that you want to get into, when you're buying something. These are the levels that, like, even if we go back, look, if we go back to when Ripple was skyrocketing back in 2017, 2018, look, it's been trading around that range. So many people will say, oh my God, I would kill to go back in 2019 and pick up Ripple for 30 cents, 25 cents. Well, now you have the chance if it falls under. And right now, this level is so important. Look, I drew out this level, this 50 cents being the support, all the resistance. And look, it literally goes through this whole time. It goes through this whole time. And same thing with the 25 cent. You can clearly see how it's a strong level pretty much since it was born. So let's talk about the Dogecoin US dollar. Similar to everything other, almost every other crypto that we've been looking at, right? Head and shoulder pattern, massive head and shoulder pattern. You can draw the trend line around this level, right? Oh, sorry, no, it's not a trend line one. We can draw the trend line. No, that one. There we go. We can draw the trend line right around this level here, and boom. So head and shoulder pattern fell through. We landed. What did we land? Oh wow! What, another double bottom? Who would have thought? Double bottom working. Wow! Actual technical analysis. If I'd done proper technical analysis, I could have noticed this and bought the dip. Well, yeah, guys. So if you don't buy the dips, look for technical analysis. But now, what am I looking for Dogecoin? For me, Dogecoins is also I'm looking to buy it if it falls through this double bottom, right? So before we become bullish on Dogecoin, got a double bottom, great sign up to almost 25 cents. Same thing as Ethereum, needs to get above this trend line. Until it gets above this trend line, it's still gonna be a rough time, right? But it's showing good signs. But it showed good signs many times, like it did here. If we go back to when we had this outer shoulder here, a lot of people thought that maybe Dogecoin was coming back, but if you look here, this was a dead cat bounce around this level. And now what I'm looking for Dogecoin is, I'm probably looking at Dogecoin to buy around the 8 penny. I would like it between 10 cents to 8 pennies. That's one for me. Dogecoin is a buy. Dogecoins buy to load up on if it was a bear market. So in this video, I'm just explaining you guys what am I looking at, what buy levels am I looking at on the long-term holds for some of these coins. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, you know. I hope maybe it's gonna happen, but you know, it's better to be prepared. So I'm explaining you guys what I'm doing to get prepared and what are my thoughts right now. I still think we're definitely bullish market. I still think that dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin is a great idea. Dollar cost averaging in your conviction plays of your altcoins are a great idea. And you know, whatever dollar cost averaging, we all do it differently. It can be a certain amount a week, a certain amount a month, certain buy levels that you do. But that's my thoughts on dollar cost averaging. And I definitely still think that we're gonna see another rally later, probably into this year. I think the rally is gonna come till a little later into this year for Bitcoin. But even if it doesn't, hey, still bullish on it long term. So honestly, it doesn't even matter to me. Now let's talk about another great coin, and it is Cardano. Cardano has actually been one of the strongest coins out there. You know, there's a lot of hype around Cardano, and rightfully so. It's an exciting project that has, you know, been very strong in a very hard market. And Cardano has held the dollar level. That was the support level that it bounced on, and it is a level that if you can pick it up for $1, I think Cardano is a great buy. If it falls under $1, my next buy level will be around 75 cents or so. It will be around this level. But it's been very strong. And one thing I want to see from Cardano, it needs to get above this level right here, which will be around $1.50. You know, back along above 150, I think you go back to its all-time highs. And of course, it'll be depending on Bitcoin as well. We saw also it's somewhat of a double, you can call this a double top somewhat pattern on this 2 days apart, or you can even call this a head and shoulder pattern with a trend line, head and shoulder pattern. But I think that we saw a lot of bounces on a lot of coins that really makes me optimistic and makes me excited. So guys, this is how you effectively dip buy. You don't just dip buy buying like any kind of random, you see a little 5% drop and you buy the dip. This is how you effectively want to buy the dip. You want to be prepared when there's those big huge dips to load up on, and that's when you really want to dip buy. When everybody's fearful, that's when you want to buy. When everybody's giving up on something, it's usually the time that you want to get in. Well, that's when the institutions get in, because we saw it from firsthand, right? When everybody's FOMOing, that's when things turn soft and everything start going down, and that's really reigns true. And this is how you want to dip buy. You don't dip buy every time that you see a 2 to 3% drop. And dip buying is also different than dollar cost averaging. Only dollar cost average into Bitcoin for the long term. So they're two different type of beasts, the dip buy and dollar cost average. I dip buy on these massive dips so that I'm ready for those massive runs as well, and that's how I maximize my wins, right? Then I'll day trade and I swing trade the more smaller movements that are more parabolic, but you do hold the diamond hand when you have those big dips and you're able to scoop up all these nice deals on projects that you believe in. Remember, you don't believe in these projects, or you shouldn't be investing them at all. Stick to projects that you like. You know, I showed you guys some of my favorite projects, which I know are a lot of other people's favorite projects, because I get asked about them all the time, and I'm pretty much to walk through you guys how you buy the dip. I walked through you guys, I pretty much gave you guys all my levels of that I plan to dip buy, and the levels that I plan that if things fall through, that's everything they're going. Right now we're in somewhat of a bounce. Am I really bullish on this bounce? Not really. I really see strong signs, and until we get over the $42,000 mark with Bitcoin, I really think we'll struggle, because Bitcoin at the end of the day, it's gonna be king. Bitcoin is gonna be in charge of all this. Where all these altcoins going? I don't expect that till maybe later into this year that we're gonna go back to a really strong bullish trend on Bitcoin, and it's my prediction on it. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, but let me know in the comments below what's you guys' prediction. What do you guys think about my dip buy levels? Do you guys have dip buy levels? What do you guys think about the whole overall state of the Bitcoin market? And a lot of people were talking about the head and shoulder pattern. I think the head and shoulder pattern has kind of played out by now. And when things are so obvious that it makes it almost seem like we never almost seen such an obvious head and shoulder pattern in the Bitcoin. That almost makes you think it's like, did they want it to make it happen? Did they want to make it so obvious that people panic? I don't know. Why did the dip of 28,000 get bought out so much? Just things for you guys to keep in mind, right? So keep your conviction strong, and remember, crypto is usually a long-term game anyway. So if you're not in it for long term, just stay out of here. Talk about the people in 2017 and they bought 20,000. Imagine all the fools how they felt when they dropped back down to 4,000 before it skyrocketed again to 60,000. So even the biggest sucker that bought at 20,000, right now they're doing really well if they just would have held it. So crypto for me is a long term game. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Do you guys think the bull market is over? All the bears are coming out, now talking crap about crypto, but hey, they were so quiet during this massive run. So if you guys like this video, if you guys want to see more videos like this, remember to like, subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next one.